Tell me your team is determined to make videos with no snow without telling me. Here we are.
Soundstripe. Soundstripe.
So everyone's probably wondering, what in the world are we doing? So I'm obviously up at Bruce's place and there isn't much snow. So we were gonna do some suspension videos and try and get, like a long section of whoops and show you guys kind of how the suspension acts. Well, there's not enough snow to do that. So we're trying to make whoops. So that's Mike on that snowblower. We have Bruce on the Steiner. Corny on his sled trying to make poles. We have all the girls holding the fort down. A little Bruce with the drone. I couldn't think of that. So we're doing well. What do you have to tell everyone?
How much fun we're having?
Yes.
I love putting her on the right on the spot.
And that we're on this lake because there's no snow in the trails.
Because it's Sunday Fun Day.
Yes.
And it's,
put on your gear and go play in the cold.
That's right. Listen to Tammy. Go do something. Make the best of it. Hey guys, so I'm obviously not on this lake anymore, and I obviously chopped my beard off, but we did talk when we were on the lake, but it was so windy that it was just terrible. So I just I didn't put any of that in there. Before I even get started talking about kind of what we were gonna do or what we are doing on this lake, I wanna give a big shout out. And I said it in the beginning of the video, tell me your team's dedicated to make videos without telling me. If it wasn't for everyone that was there that day, I wouldn't have had this video to do because we had no snow. There wasn't even as much snow as we thought when we got on the lake, and it was a ton of work to get done. So big shout out to Bruce, Kate, Mike, Ash, Corny, Tammy, little Bruce with the drone, Mike Tristany, everyone that came out and, had a good time. So the game plan was to make try and simulate what trails look like towards the end of the day on a Saturday on Tug Hill. So you have 1 foot, just constant things. It didn't work out that way. They ended up getting much bigger than what we wanted to, which I don't hate on that because my sled's, definitely set up for that and handled it just fine. But we talk a ton about suspension. That was the whole point of this video, was to talk about suspension. And, everyone does have different wants, different needs. Are you one to look at the big bump, be like, oh, I'm going to hit that, or I'm just going to run through that section and, as fast as I can go? Or are you one to slow down? Do you want it to be more, coherent or compliant in the smaller stuff? For it to be compliant in the smaller stuff, it's going to be softer all around. So there's a lot of different variables that go in the suspension, and I know we talk about it all the time, but we were going to try and get a different couple of sleds going through. But really the only other one that wasn't set up kind of like mine was Corny's, which is set up a little bit softer, very compliant in the small stuff, but we made it so big the stuff so big and so nasty that that really just wasn't set up for what we were doing. So a lot of this video is going to just be me on my sled. It's going to be a lot of repeating stuff, but it's really cool to just watch the suspension work, watch the fronts work, watch the rear work. You know, every time we went through that, and that snow was super soft and fluffy. It definitely was not hard packed like you get on the trails sometimes, which only makes it, you know, you're going to want that suspension, you know, to act a different way. And again, conditions change. So this was soft-ish. Sorry, I can't really hold my phone right now. This was soft-ish conditions, and every time I went through, it changed. So, you know, there was different holes where I didn't think that there was, and there was, you know, a lot of things changing. But the way that we had my sled set up was really good. Probably could have went a little bit stiffer in the rear just on the clickers. Mine's, I think, 3 clicks in from full soft all the way through. So it just goes to show you kind of how stiff we have my sled set up. And again, my sled is not for everyone. I mean, there's plenty of people that can get on that thing and be like, this is terrible. To me, it's great. I love it. You know, I could look at that big square edge and that big G out and be like, I'm going to hit that thing and I don't have to worry about anything. And that's the way that I set my stuff up. But again, you know, you could set it up to be more compliant and the little stuff. Again, it's going to be softer all the way through. So when you see those big things, it's not going to act the way that, you know, you really want it to, or the way that you may hope that it's going to. So again, this video, I know it's going to be repetitive. There's some slow motion stuff. There's fast speed stuff. You know, we were really trying to work with the drone. It's Bruce's drone. So we were trying to get that incorporated, but we had some hiccups with that. And again, the wind was so bad that the drone didn't even want to fly through it. So big shout out to the team. Seriously, like I said it before, but like, you guys rock. And I'm so happy to be a part of this team. And, you know, this is just the beginning. This is, you know, our first year all together, and it's only going to get better from here. So I'm excited for the future. And, you know, big shout out to Bruce Sr. for, you know, being with me all year, doing everything that I could possibly ask him, put him in front of the camera constantly, literally time and time again. So Bruce, thank you. But if you guys have any suspension questions, put them in the comments. Shoot me a message on Facebook. I'm still seeing a ton of either complaints or good things about XCR suspension for this 2022 year. We don't know what they're going to be in 23. The only thing we know is that they're going to be heavy. They're going to come factory heavy duty torsion springs. But we don't know what's going to be inside the shocks. We won't know that probably unless Bruce can get an answer, which again, if we do find out, we'll let you guys know. But we won't know what's inside of them until we get the sleds next year. So, guys, this is making a Rythm section on the lake. So I hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you guys at the end of the video.
Soundstripe. Soundstripe.
I'm gonna do some track maintenance. Let him put a new battery in if that's dead. And...
Soundstripe.
Found your phone.
Wow, 17 minutes, Kate, huh? You really took that to heart. We have our trusty snowblower. Our trusty Steiner, which if we had that out here first thing, we'd have been golden.
Yeah, 100%.
It would have took a quarter of the time probably.
If it was a plow,
Oh,
way to go.
yeah. As I said, if we had like a truck out here, we could just push all this in.
Yeah.
Then we'd never leave.
No, then we'd be done.
That's fucking awesome. Hey, look, Jesse's got his little arm room.
Did you see how that Polaris handled those whoops with 3 guys on a sled? With a broken spring. Yeah, with a broken clutch spring.
That's a three-way you've never seen before.
Yeah.
Howdy, partner. Everyone thank Kate for doing a great job with the phone today. Camera.
Welcome, guys.
That's going to do it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I thought it was really cool. It's, especially the slow-mo stuff where you can really see the suspension work, see the body language of me on the sled. And hopefully you learned something. Again, if you guys have any questions, put them down in the comments. I will be happy to answer them. But that's going to do it for this video, guys. Make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.